The best of the morning to you. This is Monday with Friday, preparing you for a better week ahead. If you drive a car, you probably overlook, to your peril, an ominous warning emblazoned on your passenger door mirror, sometimes on the driver's side mirror too. Objects in mirror are closer than they may appear. The convexity of these mirrors grants a wider vision field. When I hear the words, "and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil," I think this phrase, "evil in the mirror is closer than it appears." Why? Well, because we humans are in constant moral struggles of one kind or another. Moral decisions are always bombarding us, and often we lose, and whether we like it or not, therefore, we are strugglers, and we should pray like strugglers. Lead us not into temptation gets to the heart of our moral issues, and it is otherwise translated, "do not bring us to the test." In so praying, you are seeking to escape testing. Now, I have a confession. I missed almost a whole year of Spanish in school and never ever caught up. My final high school Spanish exams fell on a public holiday, and my church youth group was going to the beach. I told my mother that I knew I was going to fail Spanish and it was useless for me to go take the test. She didn't budge. I missed the beach party and I failed the test miserably. I told the woman so. I knew how very weak I was in Spanish and I knew I would fail the test miserably. Lead us not into temptation calls on us, therefore, to know our weaknesses. When we know our weaknesses and with humility, it would be foolhardy for us to tempt ourselves with them, for we shall fail miserably. Cemeteries are full of people who failed to acknowledge, let alone honor with humility, their weaknesses. Lead us not into temptation calls on us also to know our limits, knowing where to stop listening to self and knowing when to start trusting the wisdom of others. Last week in the news, I watched a mother lament her adult son's decision not to take the COVID vaccine. He said he researched and was satisfied that the COVID vaccine would not help him. Her son was not a scientist. He died from COVID. That man did not know his limits, neither did he recognize his vulnerability, his weakness to COVID. He failed to say with humility, "lead me not into the test." In fact, in refusing to take the vaccine, he was saying in all his weakness, "bring it on, bring it on." And it came, and he lost, and he died. Lead us not into temptation is a warning to every know-it-all, for know-it-all folks never seem to know their weakness or their limits or recognize them, and they always crash. In praying, "lead us not into temptation," you are seeking to escape testing. The second clause of that phrase is, "but deliver us from evil." In so praying, you are seeking to escape trouble, which is always nearby and knocking at the door. Evil in the mirror is always closer than appears. Now, this is a curious statement, "deliver us from evil," open to debate about where evil can be found. So let's be very clear. Jesus used the two Greek words tou, poneru, which, when rendered in English, either drops the definite article to, meaning the, leaving the noun poneru, evil, standing alone. So it's rendered "deliver us from evil." But the translation could also include the definite article, leave the noun, and add, as understood, the clarifying word, the number 1, to render it "deliver us from the evil one." And sometimes it can drop the definite article and just, or the definite article being there with the noun, you can just drop the definite article in the translation and simply say "deliver us from evil." Now, all of those leave the question, who is the evil one, or who is evil? Now, most minds would jump to say the devil. But if so, why didn't Jesus simply say "deliver us from the devil," "deliver us from tou diabolou," which he didn't fail to do elsewhere when he was clearly speaking about the devil? I have a theory that the evil one in Jesus' mind, especially if we softened it by dropping the article and the number and just left the noun, is you and me. If you care about the Bible, you would know that scriptures remind us that the human heart is deceitful and desperately wicked, that our righteousness are as filthy rags, and that when we sin, we are drawn away by our own lusts and on our own pursuits. And if you don't care much for the Bible, human experience alone should forewarn you that we human beings are capable of some dastardly acts. If circumstances, motive, opportunity, benefits, and secrecy, sometimes not even secrecy, for something like the slave trade was carried out without secrecy, in your face evil, when all of these things intersect, human beings can do some ugly things. It's why I say that evil in the mirror, your mirror and mine, is closer than it appears. So watch out for lies from others and deception from self, both of which fool us about our weaknesses and limits and cause us to underestimate their darkness, and they land us in deep trouble. And remember a poignant line from a Christian hymn: "The arm of flesh will fail you, ye dare not trust your own." In the matter of temptation, if you wish to be delivered from evil, your first line of defense is yourself. I'm Michael Friday, and your week just got better and hopefully safer. I'll see you again next week. Happy Monday, all the way to Friday.